Stick around to make these Christmas DIYs under $5. Hey, I'm Daniela with DD's Art Workshop. If you like staying on a budget and DIYs, this channel is for you, so don't forget to like and subscribe. These DIYs are part of the 5 Under $5 DIY Challenge Farmhouse Christmas, hosted by Missy from Crafty Cove DIY, Emily from Farm Charm Chic, and Krista from Krista's Crafty Life. Also, check out the playlist in the description below to meet more makers and for more inspo. Now let's jump right in and let's get crafty. For this first DIY, we're going to be using one of these metal buckets. It's a little pack of 3 and I purchased these at Dollar Tree last year. And I knew I was going to use these for something because they were just so adorable, and I hope they carry them this year as well. So I also bought these pom-poms. They are mini pom-poms. They are 80 in a pack and you can find these in your craft section, and these are gonna be our little snowballs for our little cute bucket. So for this part, I was looking to see if I had a paint marker, but I don't have a white paint marker, and I do have a chalk marker, but that wasn't going to work for this, so I went ahead and just used acrylic paint, and with a thin paintbrush, I'm simply painting on or writing snowballs. And then I'm going to be doing some snowflakes around the word. I'm just going to do a few stars around the word, and then with the back of my paintbrush, I'm going to do a few little dots. Something very simple and so cute. Now with our little white pom-poms, we are filling our little bucket up, really stuffed to the top. I had these little miniature signs from Dollar Tree. I don't remember how many came in this pack because I've already used some, but I am going to use my chalk marker, and I purchased these at Target Dollar Spot, 2 for $1, and I am going to write 5 cents each on this sign. And these markers are not bad for $1, so I do recommend them. I thought the sign looked a little plain, so then I'm just adding a few dots all around the border. So now I'm going to add a little bow, like some twine or something, and I was going to do it in red, but I didn't have one in this material, so you could do red or just any other little ribbon that you might have, just to add an extra little detail. Now this is the final look, and it's perfect for a tiered tray. What do you think? Please stick around to the very end to see the final look of all these DIYs. Our second DIY is gonna be a DIY wooden snowman, and these little wooden dice are from Dollar Tree and they come 3 to a pack. I have seen them carry larger blocks, but I liked these because they aren't that big and I just thought it was a nice size. We're going to start off with some white acrylic paint, and I'm just going to paint all of my 3 blocks except for one of the sides. Don't paint that one because that's where we are going to be gluing the dice, and so the glue sticks better, we're not going to paint that side. With my sandpaper, I'm simply going to be sanding down some of the edges of the dice just to give it a distressed look, and it's just going to give it a more rustic feel. And this is optional, but I decided to do this, and it shouldn't take you that long, and it's just going to look so much prettier, you guys. Are ready for my favorite part. Let's start with our snowman's face. I'm going to be using this black paint. Use any black acrylic paint. I purchased this one at Dollar Tree, and I am going to use the back of my paintbrush to do one of the little eyes, and with the actual paintbrush, just make sure it's really fine. I'm gonna make my little snowman wink. So I want it to be winking, so this eye's gonna be closed, and then I'm gonna be adding some cute little lashes because I love adding lashes to any little face I make. And now we are ready to do the nose with this really pretty Pueblo orange. It's like a burnt orange, very dark, and we're gonna do a little carrot nose, and we will move on to the mouth. Very simple, you guys, but so adorable, and I am loving the final look, y'all. This is perfect for a tiered tray or just for a little accent, and this is only $1 technically with little items you have at home, so stick around to see the final reveal. How all of our DIYs look together. Once we paint our pretty little rosy cheeks, we are ready to glue our little snowman together. And I'm gonna go ahead and glue it on that side that I did not paint. Okay, and with this craft fabric that I purchased at Dollar Tree, I am going to be making the snowman's scarf. I want to make sure my scarf is long enough, and actually I did make it a little too long because I'm actually going to cut this, but that's okay. And I'm going to glue the sides of my fabric and fold it just to make it a little bit thicker, and so it actually looks like a scarf. And maybe if you have a ribbon, you can use that as well. I am just using what I had at home and something that had a Christmas pattern. And now we can put the little scarf on our little snowman. And I think I made my scarf too short, but it's okay because it's actually gonna work because I still have to add some fringes. I'm gonna glue this down, and with some felt I did add some fringes because I wanted it to be different texture and just different color than the actual scarf. So with some felt that I already had at home, I am going to cut a little square, and I want to make sure it fits perfectly. I'm going to glue it down, and with my scissors I am going to cut the fringes. And whoops, I got out of the camera, but what I'm doing here is I'm making the fringes with my scissors. Ta-da! I have made my cute little scarf. Okay, moving along, I wanted to add some earmuffs to my little snowman. I just thought it would be a nice little extra detail. I'm going to be making 4 little circles, and they don't have to be perfect. Just go ahead and cut around one that you make. You can use it as your sample or your stencil or whatever you want to call it. My 4 little circles with my hot glue gun, I am going to be gluing them together and leaving a small little opening. That way I can add my little stuffing. You can use like a cotton ball, or if you have polyfill, whatever you have at home, but a cotton ball would work just fine because you're not even going to use all of it. And just go ahead and don't forget to leave a little opening. And here I'm using a cotton ball. I am just tearing it apart, and I am stuffing my mini little earmuff. And I didn't want to make it flat, just like a circle, because I thought it didn't, I don't know, I just thought it needed a little dimension or something. It was looking a little blah, so this is why I decided to do this. It's a little bit more work, but it's totally worth it because it's so cute and so tiny and so miniature. It's a very cute snowman, you guys. I think it looks store-bought. I don't know about you, but let me know what you think in the comments below once we are done. Okay, once we've done both of our little red earmuffs, I had this self-adhesive felt. It doesn't have to be self-adhesive, it's just what I had at home. And I'm gonna be cutting a strip. And this is basically gonna be part of my little earmuffs, and it's gonna be the little headband or whatever that wraps around the head. I'm sticking it in the little opening, and it is self-adhesive, so it will glue by itself, but I am adding a little bit more glue. That way it closes, and you guys, it's all coming together. Look how miniature and cute this is looking. Just be very careful because this is a smaller project, so use your smaller glue gun and don't get burnt. I didn't use my finger protectors on this one, so whoops on that one. I just went for it. I didn't burn myself, thank God, but those Dollar Tree finger protectors are always great for these little projects. And we are almost done, you guys. I decided to add a few little buttons, and I'm going to be painting it on with some black paint. Please let me know in the comments below what you think of this DIY, if you will be making it, and of course, if you do make it, don't forget to tag me on Instagram. I am loving this little miniature snowman. It's so cute, and it's going to look adorable on my tiered tray. Our third DIY is a gingerbread cookie for our tiered tray. I am using a poster board or any thick stock paper, and this is going to be my stencil. I am drawing a gingerbread cookie shape, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You will see why. I am cutting only one side, and then I'm going to fold it. That way both sides are the same and it's symmetrical. This thicker felt at home, and I only have a few scraps left, so unfortunately I will only be able to make one cookie, you guys, but you can use this felt or maybe even burlap. So I'm going to go ahead and trace two little gingerbread cookies, and we are going to glue them together with our hot glue gun. Once you've got your gingerbread cookies, make sure that you don't see any pen marks. Make sure you glue that on the inside. I accidentally left it outward. I don't know if that makes sense. And unfortunately, I can see all my pen marks, you guys, and was really bummed about that, but I forgot. I really forgot. It was too late once I noticed. As you can see the black pen marks a little bit. It really bugs me so much. So make sure once you do glue this, make sure that the pen marks are inside. That way they don't show. Anyway, I did have some polyfill, and I'm tearing it apart, and I'm stuffing my gingerbread cookie or my gingerbread man really, really well. Make sure you get a pencil or something. That way you can go ahead and fill the little legs and the little arms. That way it's nice and fluffy. Once your little gingerbread is all sealed up, you can go ahead and use some buttons. I actually bought this little container at Dollar Tree, and it has all sorts of buttons, and I'm gonna use 2 little buttons for the eyes and 3 little buttons for the little gingerbread's buttons. Now I found this festive ribbon that's like a candy cane in my ribbon stash, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. I folded my ribbon and this is gonna be the little gingerbread scarf. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down. So I was gonna leave my gingerbread as is, but then I decided to add some frosting. So with some yarn and with my hot glue gun, I'm gonna go ahead and glue a squiggly line and then add my yarn on top of it and just glue it on top just like this. And I was actually thinking this little gingerbread cookie could also be an ornament, you guys, or just you can add it on your tree just as is. You don't even have to add a hook or anything. I don't know, you guys, it can also be for your tiered tray. And what do you think? I didn't add a nose and a mouth. I don't know about you if you want to add that. I just thought it looked fine as is, but this little guy is so cute and it's ready to be displayed. For our fourth DIY, we'll be using these miniature trees, which I bought last year, and I've seen them carry them every year, so you should find them this year as well. And I'm also going to be using this little camper. The little truck was too big and I've used it last year, so I wanted to switch it up for this DIY. I'm going to be using this little camper. And actually the little trees I decided to not use on my first globe. You'll see what I'm talking about, but I'm still going to use them. So anyway, I'm using this little plastic jar which I purchased at Dollar Tree. I don't know if it came in a pack of 2 or 1. I just know that I got it at Dollar Tree, and I switched the tree for this plastic tree, which also came in one of these little sets. And I wanted to give my little camper some height because we're going to be making a snow globe, and I feel it was too low. I had these little rocks. They are for like aquariums or for florals or something like that, and they are glass, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue them to the bottom. I'm gonna glue 3 little rocks just to give my tree and my camper some height, and I wanted something that wasn't gonna get damaged in my snow globe. So I did 3 little rocks, and then I'm gonna hot glue my little camper and the little plastic tree as well. Now I want to make sure that my jar fits and it twists perfectly and it closes just fine, and it does. So I bought this baby oil at Dollar Tree, and I wasn't sure if it was going to work because it is from Dollar Tree, but it worked and it did its job. So I used 1 bottle and then just a little bit of my second, and I had some white glitter, and I'm gonna add a little bit to my jar. Don't add too much glitter, because if you add too much you won't be able to see your little display and it's just gonna be too much. So just add a little bit. Once that is done, you can go ahead and seal your jar. You can add hot glue, you know, if you're not gonna open this again, you can go ahead and just add it so it doesn't leak or anything. But I am not gonna do so because I just want to make sure that I have enough water and that if I don't want any more glitter in there. But for extra security, go ahead and glue it. And look at you guys, it magnifies my little camper and my little tree. And yes, they are small for this jar, but I am loving it, you guys. Look how cute this is. This is perfect for a tiered tray or just for a DIY. Maybe you could do with your kids, which is actually where I got this idea, because a few years back, I used to teach girls ministry for church, and one of our teachers did this DIY with the teenagers. They were in middle school and in high school, and the girls loved it. I believe believe they used trees, and I wish I could have used a larger tree, but I haven't gotten all my Christmas decor down. But anyway, moving along, I am using some twine and I'm going to be adding a little bow to the bottom. If you want to add this little extra detail, go ahead. If not, well, leave as is. It looks beautiful either way. Now, I also wanted to show you what a smaller snow globe looks like, since my little figures are like short, they're not that large. And I had this little button container. I think I showed it to you guys earlier. This is just an extra one I had and that I am not using. It was empty, so I'm removing all the stickers and I'm going to be adding some of those little figures I showed you guys earlier. I'm going to glue them down, and I just want to show you what it looks like on a smaller globe. And you can use maybe a Gerber jar or something, but I am just gluing 2 little trees and this little mini lantern, which I bought at Dollar Tree. And once again, we're going to be adding some baby oil and our glitter. And of course, don't forget to glue the lid down just so it could be extra secure. I'm not going to do so because I still need to add a little bit more baby oil. And this is what it looks like once I added more baby oil, and it's perfect, you guys. I really like how the little figures stand out on the smaller container, but you play around with the globes and see which one is your favorite. Let me know which of the 2 you liked, and of course, don't forget to tag me if you make it on Instagram. Our 5th DIY literally costs about $1.25 to make with items you have at home and with this candle from Dollar Tree. I'm going to start off with using this black paint, and I'm going to be painting 2 little eyes on my candle. I've seen this idea on Pinterest and I've seen it on a lot of platforms, so I really don't know who to credit because this is an idea I've been wanting to do since last year. So use maybe the back of your paintbrush or anything thin and go ahead and just draw 2 little eyes. Now for the nose, we're going to be using that same orange we used for our first snowman. With the same buttons that we used for the gingerbread man, we will be using 3 for our snowman's buttons. But before we do that, with that same ribbon we used for the gingerbread man, which I actually purchased this ribbon at Dollar Tree, I forgot to mention, I'm gonna go ahead and do my snowman scarf with this same ribbon. And I'm just doing a little knot, and I'm going to be cutting the ends like slanted a little bit, and it's already looking so cute, y'all. Yes, this is probably the easiest DIY of all 5, but it is so cute. This is perfect for a centerpiece, for your own home decor, for a gift, or for a project you can do with your kids or your family. Let me know which one was your favorite and tag me on Instagram if I inspired you on any of these DIYs. This is the final look. Check out that little snow globe and how that glitter falls, the cute candle, the miniature snow globe, that little snowman that looks like marshmallows, that yummy and cute gingerbread cookie, and the snowball container. You guys, I am loving all 5. Let me know which of these was your favorite. All of these DIYs are making it feel like Christmas. They are reminding me of cheer and of Proverbs 12:25. Worry weighs a person down, but an encouraging word cheers a person up. Thanks for crafting with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, don't forget to spread love, kindness, and stay crafty.